Alas, the Galaxy's Edge has arrived in Orlando.
About time.
That's right. So the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is here both in comic book form and as the attraction at Disney this week. And so for those of you who know about it, if you're as excited as I am, you're going to be there first day.
That reminds me, I've been meaning to ask you to get a little bit of time off.
Yeah. Well, and so in reality, the comic has been incredible. It's been one of the better stories that I think Star Wars has put out for a while. And the fact that it ties into the theme park attraction here in town, which just couldn't be cooler.
Oh, and I gotta say, this week we got a bunch of cool new number ones. We've got a bunch of returning favorites. I mean, it's just a really cool week for comics with books like, crazy looking titles like Mountainhead down there, which is, that looks like, that looks a little bit on the violent side. And other titles like Necromancer's Map, which it seems to be taking sort of a cool kind of swords and sorceries vibe I'm getting from it,
Yeah. And then more on other new stuff. This Dr. Mirage here looks pretty good, a Valiant title.
Yeah. No, that's definitely going to be something I'm going to read.
Yeah.
Ooh, and something that really excites me is Power Pack Grow Up. It's a returning Louise Simonson who wrote the character back in the...
Oh, really?
I want to say she wrote Power Pack back in the 1980s. She also wrote books like Steel, and, she happens to be married to one of the industry veterans, Walt Simonson, but that doesn't take away from any of her own prestige.
Huh. Yeah, right on.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, Fantastic Four has the Yancey Street out this week. That looks pretty cool.
So I did not realize this, but apparently for Yancey Street, it's like B. Baker Street. It's sort of a play on words.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's kind of neat.
I
Learn something new every day. Yeah. Avengers number 23 is out this week. And then also, too, check out this Power Rangers one.
I was about to say, that chromium cover. I mean, some of the coolest covers are coming out of the Power Rangers comic. I mean, not only that's super cool, but some of the other covers I've seen, like for older issues, for these new ones, like it's just, there's a degree of creativity, there's a degree of personality that I really like.
Yeah. So there's actually a lot of titles that are out this week that are new. They're shorter series, but pretty neat. We try to get lots of different things. This Red Range Pirates of the Fire World looks pretty cool. I know.
Sort of a medieval vibe with swashbuckling elements.
Well, there's a dinosaur there, right? So medieval vibe.
I'm sorry, did I say medieval?
Well, you did.
What is it?
Well, I don't know. Maybe that guy's wearing armor. That's maybe the kind of armor you wear back in the day. But they didn't ride dinosaurs back in the day.
Prehistoric, that's what I meant to say.
Prehistoric,
sort of a prehistoric vibe to
it. Yeah.
Ooh, and look at Rocket. Oh, well, the Batgirl as well.
Yeah.
We'll get to Rocket.
Oh, yeah. That poor little Rocket Raccoon, man. He's all roughed up.
Someone's got to give him some shots, probably give him a bath, maybe send him to a shelter.
Well, I think maybe he could use a little bit of... deflea thing there, and a detangler. Yeah.
Where do you send animals when they get hurt?
I don't know. They got animal shelters, but if nothing else, you can just send them to the place where they clean them and wash them.
Yeah.
A dirty-looking rabid raccoon.
Ooh, and you got House of Secrets. It's one of those reprints. It's a what is it called? It's like a recreation.
Not a reissue, but something like that.
Yeah,
they call it the facsimile.
Facsimile, that's the word I was looking for. And what's really interesting, and it sort of shows how a lot of the comic industry has been shifting towards a more horror focus. Like, the two comics directly next to it, you've got Immortal Hulk #2 director's cut, probably one of the more, one of the scarier, I guess, there's elements of horror.
Horror aspect.
And then after that, you've got Jughead the Hungry versus Vampironic. It shows how everyone is sort of trying to get in on this horror game.
Yeah, I'm feeling it too. Absolutely.
Talk about, so you've also got that Doctor Strange movie is going to be a horror movie.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, it's going to have horror elements.
Well, and it's kind of the psychotic and some of the darker stuff of Batman that I think is really interesting as well.
Oh, definitely. The Batman Who Laughs. By the way, we got a bunch of copies of the hardback of Batman Who Laughs. We'll get to that later, but that's a book that definitely had horror elements to it.
Yeah. And speaking of horror, as I'm going by the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles at the bottom, we did get the incentive cover and both cover A's and B's, the Eastman cover. But also, too, with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder in Hell. That's the most awesome version of the Shredder ever.
I would say that's more demonic than horror.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
I mean, TMNT Urban Legends, that's got a horror vibe about it.
Yeah. She-Hulk annual, even though she doesn't have a regular series, she's got an annual that comes out this week. That usually means that they got a pretty neat story they're going to spotlight in there. It's something kind of cool. So
I mean, help people get excited. She's going to have a TV show soon.
Yeah. The Sarah from the Royal Stars.
Oh my goodness!
People love this.
It's one of my favorites. I mean, the way I would describe it is it's a really cool sort of high fantasy quality about it with magic, but also just the art. It's beautifully drawn, but the colors. I mean, just look at that cover. That sort of that amber glow that's going on there.
Yeah.
Another book that I'm really looking forward to reading.
Yeah. Manor Black is out this week with issue number 2. Looks like it could be good. And then for those of y'all that missed out on issues 1 and 2 on the Silver Surfer, we got those in high supply now. So we have the.
Speaking of, we've been burying the lead. We've got Marvel 1000. It's crazy. Can you imagine? Like, I remember Marvel 800 just like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
No, and it's really cool because you've got, look at right there, it's 96 pages, 80 creative teams working together to produce, one of the more interesting things to just this mammoth collaboration of some of the industry's best.
Yeah.
Ooh, and Absolute Carnage is also out. Absolute Carnage number 2. I would say it's been one of my favorites to come out of late.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
No, it's exciting to see where things go, like what's going to happen to Spidey and his best friend Venom.
Yeah. So if y'all haven't got in that story, we still have plenty of number 1s in Absolute Carnage. And the story's been great. Donny Cates is writing it, so there's a lot to like there.
And even though it's it's got this fantastical outer space element with the symbiotes and like their quasi-religion that's going on, there's also a great heart to it as well. Like the way characters interact, I wasn't expecting to feel as much as I did.
And also with Absolute Carnage, you have the Lethal Protectors and the Miles Morales.
We almost forgot Spider-Man Life Story. The last issue's out.
Is that the last one? Yeah, I guess so.
What are they going to do next? Spider-Man Life Story, the 2020s?
I guess that would be a stretch.
Actually, they could do that.
Do they could forecast the future?
Yeah, no, it's like, how are things going to play out?
Yeah.
I suppose it's...
Hopefully it'll be about a utopian future.
Well, here's hoping, but not holding out hope.
Nobody's sick or poor. You can always want. Powers of X, or House of X, number 3 is out this week. So we got a bunch of those, all different covers.
Although what I'm more excited about is that Marvel Team Up number 5. It's the second issue of Clint McElroy taking the reins of the book. And if you're a McElroy fan, I mean, it's good stuff.
Yeah. Marvel Monsters is out this week. Speaking about more scary stuff. It's good to see Marvel get on the scary horror side, I guess.
Now let me ask you, do you think Marvel could pull off a kaiju movie?
Hey, I think it'd be cool.
You got Devil Dinosaur, Fing Fang Foom. Is that what his name is?
It sounds like you know better than I do.
Yeah, Fing Fang Foom versus like one of those old Golden Age Kirby monsters. I'd pay to see that.
Yeah.
I'd buy a ticket to that.
This is the theme for sure. You got the devils over here. I mean, all kinds of scary stuff. Yeah, superheroes and monsters for sure.
Yeah, but we don't just have comics. Like I was saying, we have some new trades in. Like we just got in the trade paperback of Harley and Ivy meet Betty and Veronica, as well as other books like, where are those?
Yeah, where's the Harley and Ivy?
Batman's over here.
Yeah, Batman. All right.
Yeah, we got a bunch of copies of Batman Who Laughs In. Let me just pop that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. As well as I mean, one of my favorite books out there. We recently got in another copy of Volume 1 of Avant-Garde. I believe Sierra Muerte is new as well. Captain Marvel Volume 1, Oberon, and I want to say we just got in that copy of Wolverine Infinity Watch.
We did, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Ever wonder what would happen if Wolverine got the Infinity Stones? Well, one way to find out.
Yes, I would love to see. Also, let's check out some of the merchandise and other cool stuff we got in. So we got these really cool Absolute Carnage boxes that just came out.
And we've got an action figure of Kelsey Grammer right there.
Yeah, there's Kelsey.
There's Kelsey.
Yeah.
You know, scrambled eggs all over his face.
Yep. And we got this Mr. Sinister over here. See if we can get this without the light reflection so much.
Oh, he doesn't look that sinister.
He looks meaner than the Hulk does in that new action figure came out. Let's see, here's Thanos.
Now that's Thanos.
Yeah.
Last week we had a Thanos who looked like, you know, he'd walk old ladies across the street. This one looks like he'd kick them into the road.
Yeah. Here's a more tough Hulk. This guy looks like he's mad.
Although he looks like he could also use a dentist.
Yeah. How beautiful is this Shazam?
It's a gorgeous statue, and it just reminds me of how much I really enjoyed his movie.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Batwoman. She's getting a show soon, you know.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, should be good. I think it's Ruby Rose that's the main character. Oh, well, that's a face only a mother could love.
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna try to block that out so it doesn't give me nightmares.
Alien Resurrection.
If we got these cool Harry Potter guys.
Yeah, we got Ron, Harry, Lord, well, he who shall not be mentioned.
Yeah. So lots of neat stuff. Also this Dragon Ball Z dude over here. Which one is he called again?
Oh my, we had more. Didn't we have a bunch of Dragon Ball Z?
We did, but they came out last week.
Did they?
Yeah, but you know what? We'll let folks see them. There they are. Here's the Dragon Ball Z ones from. I think they were last week. A couple may have come in late. Here, just want to show you all the good stuff. So I think that's pretty much everything we got in this week.
I think you're right.
So we always want y'all to come to the shop, be able to check it out yourselves. We open from 10 a.m. tomorrow until 8 p.m.
Ooh, do we want to mention the thing on Saturday?
Yeah, I think we will. So we're having our anniversary this weekend. So we're going to be celebrating all day Saturday. We'll be open from 10 to 8 p.m.
How many years has it been?
39.
Oh.
I named the shop about 7 years old.
Can I say we don't look a year over 25?
Yeah. Thanks, man. Yeah, so Acme celebrating its 39th year. You can come get Acme special exclusives like the Acme White Widow or like our Godzilla comic. So anyways, we'll let me sign off. I could love to talk to you all day, but we'll hopefully see you in person here at the shop soon. So from Josh and
Tyler.
We'll look forward to seeing you soon at the shop.
Later days.
All right, bye-bye.